Now, Nvidia earnings, the event to watch this week for investors. Coming up Wednesday after the bell, analysts do have lofty expectations for the chip giant, expecting earnings growth of over 100% year over year, and revenue growth much more modest, about 99% year on year. Nvidia heading into its results with 66 buy ratings on the street and shares up over 150% this year. Here's what we've heard from experts on the show over the last few weeks.
I think we're in a bear market in Nvidia, and I would not be a buyer.
All eyes will once again be on Nvidia as kind of the bellwether of this Magnificent Seven and this AI trade. Any weakness, any softness? Maybe the entire Mag 7 rotation out may pick up a little bit of steam.
Being one of the best positioned semiconductor company, obviously levered to one of the strongest product cycles in AI right now, we think it's still attractively valued at these levels.
And Brad, I think it's really interesting when you talk about the run-up Nvidia has had over the course of this year and the earnings expectations that continue to be so lofty. As I mentioned, that 99% growth year over year when it comes to the revenue side of things. Will a beat be enough for the street to carry this name to the upside? Some of our guests have said yes, others have said the bar is just too high. And we're already seeing earnings expectations kind of quelling a little bit as we head into Q3. So next quarter could be a lower bar, but we still got to get through tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the expected move based on some options AI data here. And we're looking like an implied move potentially coming out of earnings of about 9 to 10%. Now that is kind of absolute value. So you could see this potentially based on options contracts out there rise post earnings if they are able to deliver this Goldilocks report. Oh yeah, and signal that there's even more demand that's going to be coming Nvidia's way as it looks to further entrench its market share, even where you've got some of the competitors that are and got out in front of Nvidia saying exactly how they were going to tap into the generative AI demand and be able to bring some of that on over to their side of the ship. All these things considered, it's about a 9 to 10% move that we could potentially see post earnings, and it's still going to come back to exactly what Jensen Huang says on this earning call. If he says that not only is demand strong, but China is not an issue, and also they have pricing power, then we could see this rip to even more than that 10% based on what we're seeing in the options market right now.
Yeah, I think it's a really great point, Brad, to bring up the degree of movement that the market is anticipating here. And as you mentioned, the percentage-based move, that could be up to $300 billion, which is more than the size of a McDonald's or a Cisco just in the course of one trading day after these earnings, according to the options market. So really big day for Nvidia.